everybody. I had an interesting conversation the other day. I was sharing with somebody my personal journey toward being diagnosed with autism, and the person asked me, should they use person first or identity first language? And I thought this was a really excellent question, and I thought I would address it in a video. So I actually went to the website of the National Institutes of Health, and from the NIH Style Guide, person-first language is a way to emphasize the person and view the disorder, disease, condition, or disability as only one part of the whole person. And the idea behind using person-first language is to avoid language that dehumanizes or stigmatizes people. And, being a language geek, being very interested in the history and the evolution of language, I thought it was really interesting. If you look at the history of person-first language, it came out of our first major self-advocacy disability rights movement, and that movement was called People First. It was formed in the United States in the 1970s, and it gave people with disabilities spaces where they could speak for themselves, share ideas, and advocate for their rights. And the People First movement focused on people's individuality, their personhood, and their unique needs and experiences. And so the push for the actual language that began with a declaration in 1983 by the National People with AIDS movement. Now, the organization's name, it was a response to phrases that were being used at the time, phrases like AIDS victims, which was viewed as a term that implied defeat, AIDS patients, a term that implied passivity, helplessness, and dependence upon the care of others. And so with its declaration, the members were insisting, we are people with AIDS. But, language is constantly evolving, and the idea behind identity-first language is that some people, some communities, consider a characteristic to be an inseparable part of their identity. And if language is needed to separate them from a trait of theirs, it suggests that the trait is negative. Many autistic people, myself included, we take pride in our autism, and identity-first language is one way that we can express that pride. I also have here with me the 7th edition of the American Psychological Association's publication manual, which is a good authoritative source for clarity in writing. And the APA Style Guide says that the idea behind either choice of language is to maintain the integrity, the worth, and dignity of people with disabilities. Either approach is permissible, unless or until you know that a group clearly prefers one approach. So, from the example of the autistic community, there are people in the community who prefer identity-first language. There are people in the community who prefer person-first language. I myself, as I answered her in the moment, I myself accept both. When referring to me, you can use person-first or identity-first language. The considerate thing which the person I was speaking with had done is she asked my preference.